maybe today I didn't have any surprises in what I saw. I had a lot of confirmation, which is um, when I scanned the drafts myself before class, I was already seeing that folks were grasping the basics pretty well. And so I knew that coming in, I could step it up a little bit. I could increase my expectations for what kind of revisions they could make. And as they started giving feedback to each other, I saw a way to shift their attention in revising to these global issues, what we call higher order concerns, and really get them to think about how the feedback might cause them to make big changes to their draft, but changes that dramatically improve how it's going to function for the intended audience, which in this case is an audience of children. What I was looking for is which trends are going to be most meaningful to the most people. So I was reading the feedback as it came in, and I saw out of the 20 or so people in the class that more than half of them are dealing with the same global question about what should be the organizing principle behind presenting this information. And then I also identified a common challenge that I think is actually shared by even more than half, probably everybody in some direction, which is how do I take a set of abstract concepts and make them concrete for this group of audience members. The cool thing is with the feedback as it came in, I could see who was doing that well. They could see who was doing that well, and we could say, look, here's some examples. In fact, I have no doubt that they're on track because I see it. So I don't have to guess. I see the evidence of that. And I was able to, in the middle of class, I was able to call out Kendall, who did that really well. And I said, see this framework that we just talked about? She's using it here. So I have some confidence that she, but others as well, are now, that they've learned something, that they're going to carry this around with them in other writing situations, which is really what we're looking for.